So I want to know what you guys think. So we already know that there is a basic unspoken girl code. I want to know where it stands when the person is an acquaintance or maybe a coworker. So you don't have like a really close relationship with the person, but at the same time, you might bump into them, here and there. I mean, if you work with them, you might see them on a daily basis. So you might know their name, you might have a little bit of small talk, but they're not necessarily your friend. So is it okay to date that person's ex? Like, is that a problem? Let's get into Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. This was a good book. So, this book took me on this little emotional roller coaster ride, and I loved it. So, let's get into it. My name is Raquel. Welcome and welcome back. So the book is about Hendrix and Maverick, and they have this immediate connection when they meet. I would say love at first sight or insta love. The chemistry is off the charts. Now, what I like about Hendrix is that Hendrix is a whole person. She is hardworking. She takes care of herself. Hendrix is not bothered by other people. She's Hendrix. She is a go getter. She's very into her business. She has friends. A very lively person. She is a happy person. Her life is full, and she's had this recent incident where she is now needing to take care of her mom. And so her and her mom lives in two different cities. And this is something that she did not realize had come about much more quickly than she anticipated. And so now this is weighing on her, but at the same time, she has a job to do. She is taking care of her job. She has a nonprofit, and she has her mom. So her plate is full. So she's good the way she is. And then there's Mavericks, just teetering just a little bit, not too much. He knows what he wants. Billionaire who he's generally, just really kind of an all around nice guy. I think he's kind of laid back. He kind of keeps to himself. He's a little reserved, and he's not compromising, to accommodate anybody else. And what makes the book so powerful is not just the chemistry. It's grown and it's sexy, and it's not too messy because there is a little mess in there, and it's not too spicy. Like, it had just the right amount of everything as far as I'm concerned. Kendrick and Maverick meet at a party. Kendrick doesn't know who Maverick is, although Maverick knows who she is. And when they meet, they have this immediate chemistry, and they are talking and getting to know each other, and everything is great. This book has some real depth to it. It has real issues. It has stuff that you can actually see happening. Like I said, this one is grown and sexy. It is not the play book like the unhinged guy that nobody's ever really gonna date. Like, we would literally all run from these unhinged men. This one is more realistic. I can actually see this happening. Now, the billionaire part, maybe not so much, but everything else, it works. It is very realistic. It definitely has, its messy moments, but it's not really a messy book. Where is the stopping point? When is it okay? When is it not okay? So, Drop it in the comments. Would you date your supervisor's ex-husband? Would you date your neighbor's, ex-man? Whatever. That is something that I had to sit with. And I really still don't know what I think about that. I would not want to bump into this person and see them on a regular basis and them knowing that I am now dating their ex. At the same time, it really shouldn't matter because I don't know you, you don't know me, not like that anyways. But this is somebody that she works with. This is her co-worker's man, for lack of a better word. It isn't really her co-worker, but for lack of a better word, her co-worker's man. And so I could imagine going back and forth with this person. And then all of a sudden I find out that you are dating somebody that I know. That would be a bit off-putting. But Hendrix is, like I said, very happy-go-lucky. So she doesn't let that, stop her from having a good time because they are at a party. Maverick shows up in the story and he brings tension to the story. He knows what he wants and he is not willing to compromise what he wants in his current relationship. Everything isn't all put together because they both have some baggage on both sides of the lawn. But it's not, huge. It is something that they can work out. So this book is really grown and sexy, and it is about timing. So what I really appreciate about Hendrix is that she gets the whole man. She's not the one who had to nurture him through his pain. He is coming to her healed and whole. Because many of us know what it's like to be on the other side of that. So Kennedy Ryan done a wonderful job of putting this story together. I have read the Skyland series, and each one of her books um, have some really good subject matter in it for discussions, for book discussions, and just to, mull over, even if you're by yourself. Um, I think that she is a fantastic writer. I would recommend this to somebody who is into romance, not into urban fiction. So I want to know what you guys think about dating your coworker's ex. Is that breaking girl code, or is that just too bad for the coworker? Drop it down in the comments. I am curious. I was pulled into the book immediately. I think the pacing of the book was great. It flowed really nicely. I feel like the relationship was very realistic. I felt like these could have been people that I know for real in real life. Like, not even that. Like, I am sure I know people who have had these issues. Like, I have a friend who actually just lost their mom to Alzheimer's. And I've also been on the other side of that. So most of us, at a particular age have experienced these things. So it's not unrealistic. I was happy that she got the healed version of the man. I was. I think a lot of times we get to read the book where the man is in the healing process. But this guy, I believe, was actually healed by the time he got to Maverick. And yay for Maverick. Because Maverick seemed like she's in a good space. So I feel like this was a really good match to put these two together. So let me know in the comments, would you date your coworker's ex? I think that is the messy part for me, especially if they are currently working together. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, see you soon.